Welcome back to yet another episode of Unk's Tech Reviews. Today isn't a physical product review. I'm going to talk about how I built my own personal home cloud on my gaming PC. This isn't my first gaming PC, but it's the first one I've hosted a server on or a cloud on. And oh boy. So my motivations for doing this is, instead of paying iCloud, Google Cloud, Dropbox, OneDrive indefinitely forever, which is crazy. I want to own my data. This is my stuff, I've also been shooting these videos and yeah, my iCloud storage fills up rather quickly and it's not feasible to continue to just perpetually pay them money forever. Literally forever. You pay them forever to hold your information indefinitely. It's worse than an electricity bill. And I can't believe I haven't thought of this sooner or thought to do this sooner. So if you got some old PC parts around, like an old hard drive, old SSD, this video might be for you and it'll definitely save you some money. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't all peaches and cream, smooth honey cakes. It did take me 2 days. But let's talk about it. Because it's working now. That's the important thing, is working. Okay, so here's the problem. Cloud storage, it's convenient, but it's one of those very sneaky subscriptions. You start off at 99 cents and then they get you, as time goes on, you're collecting more data. It goes to $2 and then time goes on and it goes to $10. And then you're paying that month by month forever. And I'm not against the convenience. It works for a lot of people, but I want a better option for me. Suddenly I've got some files to store, some assets of my own that I own and I would like to keep. And my iCloud is just running out of space. It's tapped out. To top that off, I already have a PC. I already have a couple of storage options, old hard drives, old SSDs that were honestly just sitting around. And I also got enough tech curiosity to make questionable decisions. So I was like, I'm paying month by month. I want to stop doing this. I basically want my PC to become my own private drive, localized storage on my home network so that I can access it with my phone, the PC obviously, my Mac that I edit vids on. I would like my girlfriend to reach this with her computer as well, her phone. Just storage for everyone in the house on this network. The big one too, I want to stop paying month by month just to store data. That's something I can solve. That's a problem I can solve. What I didn't want to do, I don't want to buy a very fancy NAS just yet. Obviously, you see the channel. I don't have NAS dollars. But I want this to be something that, anybody can do at home. With just something as simple as a disk hard drive, you can do this at home. Again, the big idea here is simple. My PC is the server, the hard drive is the storage, and I want my devices to connect to it like it is the cloud. That's it. All right, this is what I used. I'm using the PC that I play games on, honestly, not every day, but fairly frequently. And I'm using an old PC's hard drive. Also using this software called Nextcloud. Nextcloud is the cloud platform. It gives you a web dashboard, file uploads, file folders, file sharing, and even a photo backup if you want to use it for that. And I can say, being on the other side of this, the best part is once it's running, it actually feels like a real product and not like a home science experiment. And once it was running, I'm not ever going to go back to paying for a cloud server or cloud storage or, any of these service providers. They're not going to own me, baby. All right, this was the moment, when I could upload a photo into Nextcloud and see it physically on my computer's F drive, that's when I was like, yes, I did it. Hell yeah. Oh man, this isn't some storage on some random company's, water pumped whatever, whatchamacallit, in the middle of God knows who to do. This is storage on my local PC that I own, that I have access to, that I can see, I control, because it's mine and for me. That's always going to be important. That said, again, if my girlfriend wants to upload something, I want to upload something, we want access to it, it's there. It's peace of mind, and it's all in one place. And it's even scalable. I'm starting this off with a 500 gig old hard drive, and I've nailed the process down to, yeah, if I want to buy larger storage, a larger hard drive, the infrastructure is there. All that is pointing to that new drive, which is candy. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this did take me 2 days. And it wasn't like I didn't understand what was happening or didn't understand the big picture I was trying to get to. It was more like I kept getting 95% done, and then something random would be in the way, like, internet protocols, HTTPS or TCP, the browser not wanting to access the domain that I assigned it to. At one point, I completely got it all set up and realized that this was pointing to my PCC drive, my main drive. Wrong drive, baby. Ooh, so I had to tear it all down and point it to this F, the F is in the hard drive I want to store this on. I don't want this to be interfering with any of my OS memory, any of where the games I play are stored. All that is separated from this cloud storage. What I would like you to take away from this, if you pick up something like this and try this, is you don't need to be a hacker. You don't need to be a large network engineer or a deep NAS nerd. You just need patience. Patience, honestly, is one of the most invaluable tools when creating infrastructure like this, because the concept is so simple. PC as the cloud, the drive as the storage, and then home devices connect. Like when we break it down to that simple of a task and we approach them one by one, you can knock this out with just patience, and you can build rock solid home storage that you don't have to pay month by month for. But once you're there, this is one of the most rock solid things I think I've ever engineered. And to be honest, one thing about technically heavy projects like this is if you're hitting a wall, it doesn't mean that you are doing a bad job. It just means that you're actually doing it. Kind of sounds a little weird, but any person who's done any sort of work like this could relate to that. The biggest thing is that this replaces month-to-month storage costs for cloud storage for me. So I am not going to be paying past January for iCloud or any Google storage or in access, because I got it figured out. I understand it now. To be quite honest, if you can do something as technical as building a gaming PC, you can build a home cloud. That said, that's this week's video. We did it. I did it. Together. In the grand scope of this, what was 2 days of pain for an indefinite lifetime of free storage? I feel like that's a good trade. And if you've been thinking about doing something like this random guy, me, Kenneth from Monk's Tech Reviews, can solve this problem. You can tack it out. You can knock this out, baby. This is cake. This is so simple. I feel that more people should know this, but hey, these guys got to milk their money out of us somehow. If you guys are interested in like a simple checklist or my exact setup or, a rundown of how I did it, let me know. That said, thanks for watching another episode of Unk's Tech Reviews. I'm gonna see you guys later. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Thank you.